Well, Vladimir Putin is a psycho, and we should be clear about that. And he will be going as far as we let him go, as the United States, NATO, the EU would let him go. He's a bully that keeps saying, I have arms, I have nuclear weapons, and I can do whatever I want to do. And he doesn't need a provocation for that. He basically believes he can do anything, and that's what he has been doing so far in the world. He invaded Georgia, and there was no response. He invaded partly Moldova, and there was no response. Look what he did in Syria. Look what he did in other countries. Right now, there is a public execution of Ukrainians in front of the whole world by Russian missiles, Russian airplanes, by the Russians. And we had been begging to protect our sky. We're not asking to fight for us. We're just asking for technical protection of the sky. We're asking for stronger sanctions. And unfortunately, even here, the world has to go into compromise, and they would put sanctions on Russia, but exclude the energy sector out of it. And that's what feeds Putin and his army. They would turn off SWIFT, but they turn SWIFT only for 7 banks out of 300 banks in Russia. Those are partial sanctions, and Putin understands that he can go as far as he wants because even in the financial sector, there is no enough reaction.
Let's talk about
I know you have been in Kharkiv since the shelling began there. Just tell us, what are you seeing on the ground and what are you hearing from the residents there?
Good morning, America. Thank you for having me here. I never could imagine in any bad dream, nightmare, that me, a big rock star playing in stadiums all over the country and the world, will go to a city where I played stadium last 2 years and go there being afraid of being shot or being killed, to see how damaged this city was and then to support people. Kharkiv looks like a city of World War II. Kharkiv looks like a city bombed by the deadliest enemy after probably 3 years of standoff. And I'm not exaggerating. The city council is gone. The regional council is gone. The main police station is gone. The hospital is gone. Many neighborhoods, including just ordinary neighborhoods where people live, residential neighborhoods, are destroyed. Dozens have been killed, including children and women, and it's a nightmare. I couldn't imagine that your enemy, that your neighbor, who always called himself to be a brother, would do that. I mean, it's the biggest crime since World War II, without any exaggeration. I'm convinced. So Kharkiv feels spiritually and emotionally very bad. But from the point of military, from a military point, all our defenders and army is very confident. They will not give up. They will be not encircled. They're ready to defend the city, and they say the Russians will never take it. And I believe them. I saw it.